Former principal of RSS Medical College and Hospital, Sandip Ghosh, has been arrested by the CBI. In total, 4 people, including Sandip Ghosh, have been arrested and in connection with the probe into financial irregularities at RSS Medical College and Hospital during his tenure. Remember, this is the same hospital, and Sandip Ghosh was, in fact, the principal at the time when the 31-year-old trainee doctor was brutally raped and murdered at the RSS Medical Hospital, leading to a series of lapses on the part of the hospital administration.
Well, Sandip Ghosh, the man in the eye of the storm, the former principal of RSS Medical College, who was principal when this horrific, brutal rape and murder from the college premises was reported, has finally been arrested by the CBI. But in the financial irregularities case that was registered against him, initially by the Kolkata police and then transferred to the CBI by the Calcutta High Court. Now, earlier, the Calcutta High Court had also handed over the investigation of the rape and murder of a second-year postgraduate student at the RSS Medical College and Hospital to the CBI. The CBI questioned Sandip Ghosh for many days, but they haven't arrested him in that initial case and their investigation into the rape and murder. What they've arrested him is in the second case that was handed over to them, which was the case of financial irregularities that was initially registered by the Kolkata police based on complaints received of financial irregularities during Sandip Ghosh's tenure as the principal of RSS Medical College and Hospital. Now, this of course comes at a time when Sandip Ghosh has been, like I said, in the eye of the storm. He's been questioned for several days, but his arrest has been made and he's been kept here at the Nizam Palace CBI office. He will be produced in a court of law on Tuesday, but of course he will spend the night in the CBI lockup here at Nizam Palace, where he's been kept, and he will be produced in a court on Tuesday. For now, Sandip Ghosh taken into custody by the CBI. The former principal of RSS Medical College and Hospital, against whom many allegations have surfaced since that horrific crime, has finally been arrested by the CBI in connection with allegations of financial irregularities during his tenure as the principal of RSS Medical College and Hospital.
Sounding a word of caution to Telangana Chief Minister Rant Reddy, the Supreme Court emphasized the importance of sensitivity and restraint for individuals holding high office. The court made the observation while hearing plea seeking the transfer of the trial in the 2015 cash or vote case against the Chief Minister of Telangana. Meanwhile, Telangana Chief Minister Rant Reddy has targeted KT Rama Rao, Harish Rao, as far as the politics over the ongoing floods in the state of Telangana are concerned. He said KTR must donate 2,000 crore of the 1 lakh crore they looted. KTR looted 1,000 crore in the last 10 years. Opposition leaders should go to the people first in such situations and then tell the government. Main opposition leader of neighbouring state, Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, is also on the ground. Why has the primary opposition leader in Telangana silent?
10 సంవత్సరాలు మినిమం 1,00,000 కోట్లు దోసుకున్న మీరు ఓ 1000 కోట్లు 2000 కోట్లు ఇస్తే మీకు మీరు చేసిన పాపాలలో కొంతమైన కడుక్కోవడానికి ఉంటుంది కదా. కేసీఆర్, కేటీఆర్, హరీష్ రావు గారికి అది చెయ్యరు. చిల్లి గవ్వ కూడా ప్రజలకు ఇయ్యరు. కానీ ప్రభుత్వం చేస్తున్న పనులను, ప్రభుత్వం చేస్తున్న మంచి పనిని అభినందించకపోయినా ఈ ప్రభుత్వం మీద ఈ బురద రాజకీయాలే చేయాలని ఆ కుటుంబం ప్రయత్నం చేస్తుంది.
Meanwhile, there has been a drone-mounted attack which has left one person injured. This is once again high-end warfare being used by the insurgents in Manipur in the latest escalation in East Imphal.
A major escalation in crisis hit Manipur. With the weaponized drones used by suspected Kuki insurgents to carry out an attack in the Imphal West district, leading to 2 deaths and many injuries. An NDTV team at ground zero of the attack, Kautruk village in the Imphal West district, was witness to this charred truck and gutted houses with almost all belongings burned to ashes. The area is still volatile. Intermittent firing and even explosions could be heard at a distance, forcing the NDTV team to take cover. Locals question the role of the central forces that gird the fringe areas like Kautruk, that lies at the border of the Meitei-dominated valley region, and the Kuki villages up in the adjacent hills.
Yesterday was a different strategy for them, using the drone and then dropping. So that was new to us, and then we were not prepared for that. Assam Rifle is there, up there, controlling. So that should have taken the line of them and have the control of the firing from up.
The Sunday attack has marked yet another cycle of fear. 34-year-old Thangjam Basant had to flee Kautruk yet again. He broke down while speaking to NDTV. A woman was killed and her 12-year-old daughter injured. The woman had come to visit her maternal home.
Taramiba magi phakdagi upammi phak tharaga upammi moje phak thabagi upambada mana taramiba mapajida idagi samdagi loi nappaga leirama yumda pak lakpa phangdabane inamadu ngarang khak lakchabane inamadu.
Basant, Anu and many others are now sheltered few miles away from Kautruk in this government school. About 150 people of the village have been displaced. They had faced a communal flare-up last year and had to stay in relief camps for months. Their lives were slowly limping back to normalcy until Sunday's attack. A day before the Sunday attack, Kuki Zomi groups held massive rallies and reiterated their demand for a separate union territory. The Kuki Zomi civil society groups have been claiming their villages being targeted by armed Meitei groups. They fear violence will escalate.
The violence in Manipur region will continue to escalate until and unless there is a permanent political solution for the Kuki Zo people, and as long as Biren Singh is in charge.
While security forces continued their joint combing operation in Manipur's Kangkopi and Imphal West districts, BJP's own MLA, R.K. Imosing, in a letter to Union Home Minister Amit Shah, have questioned the role of central forces if they were mere spectator to the fresh escalation. With BM Sanjun Kautruk, this is Ratndeep Chaudhary for NDTV.
Time for some speed news at this moment. After months of long standoff over misinformation, a Supreme Court judgment in Brazil has banned billionaire Elon Musk's social media platform X in the country. The judge, Alexandre de Moraes, ordered immediate, complete and comprehensive suspension of operation of X in the country and told the National Communication Agency to take all necessary measures to implement the order. Meanwhile, now Elon Musk has in fact responded to this and has said unless the Brazilian government returns the illegally seized property of X and SpaceX, we will seek reciprocal seizures of government assets too. Hope President Lula enjoys flying commercial.
The The nationwide ban of social media site X in Brazil has met with mixed responses among the Brazilian youth. The popular platform was banned by the Brazilian Supreme Court on Friday after a months-long politically charged feud between Brazil's top court and tech billionaire Elon Musk.
O povo da nossa cidade, pelo menos, não tem muito costume de assistir telejornal, de assistir notícias, então o Twitter meio que era uma forma, pelo menos eu, tinha de ter notícias do mundo inteiro. Então, tipo, eu meio que perdi um pouco o contato com o mundo afora, não sei o quê, tudo mais, também de me distrair, também eu via bastante entretenimento, então, tipo, querendo ou não, tá virando uma nova realidade pra mim agora.
Eu, sinceramente, achei que tá certo, assim, porque todo mundo que eu conheço que usa Twitter, assim, acaba perdendo um pouco, assim, se perdendo um pouco no que é realidade, o que é falso, assim, né? Mas também, não sei, assim, deveria ter uma rede social, assim, eu não acho que seja 880, né? Poderia ter uma regulação ali, né? Mas eu acho que tá certo, se o Elon Musk quiser vir aqui e achar que isso aqui é terra da banana, ele tá errado, tipo.
Meanwhile, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has declared that no one is above the law and that Musk must respect the decisions of the country's Supreme Court.
Esse cara tem que aceitar as regras deste país. E se este país tomou uma decisão através da Suprema Corte, ele tem que acatar. Se vale para mim, vale para ele.
The move to block the popular media platform comes after Musk missed a 24-hour deadline imposed by the Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes to name a legal representative in Brazil. Brazil has been without one since last month, and according to its law, foreign companies are required to have representation in the country so that they may be notified of any legal cases against them. The controversy between the two men started when a Supreme Court judge ordered the suspension of several X accounts belonging to supporters of the former Brazilian president. In April, Moraes launched an investigation into Musk, alleging that he had reactivated some of the banned accounts. X claimed that Moraes threatened to arrest one of its legal representatives in Brazil if the platform did not comply, leading Musk to shut down all X offices in the country, citing censorship by the judge. The Supreme Court judge has declared that the ban will stay in place until all court orders are followed, including the payment of fines totaling 18.5 million reais, or $3.28 million, which he had previously slapped on the social media network for ignoring judicial orders. As Brazil grapples with the implication of X's ban, the question on whether this move will work in favor or further ignite existing tensions remains to be seen. Samia Afsar for NDTV World.
What's the reaction in Brazil? I mean, Twitter these days, or X at this moment, becomes one of the most vital tool for information, whatever is happening across the globe. After this outrage, what has been the reaction as far as the people are concerned first?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. We can see now two mixed reactions, because this is not only a situation where a social media platform was banned, but it also involves a deeper political element, because Elon Musk, he is a clear supporter of former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, who is considered a far-right politician in Brazil, who was also banned from running from office by this same justice, Alexandre de Moraes. So what we see now is two different political reactions depending on people, if they support the current left-wing government of President Lula, which means that they would agree with the decision of this justice, or if they are from the right wing and they think that the freedom of speech is also being violated because Elon Musk is he's connected and he's a supportive of former right-wing president. So we see two different kinds of reactions depending on the political stance.
So Elon Musk, of course, is trying to present himself as this champion of free speech, but I mean, there is more that meets the eye with Mr. Musk as well. But just for our understanding, like I said, a lot of people, in Brazil is one of the biggest market for X. How has this outrage impacted people, young people, or somebody like you who possibly would go on X several times a day to see what is happening across the globe?
Well, it impacts me directly because I work with international relations. So I could, before that, I could, for example, go on social media, on X, and check, for example, what the foreign minister of Iran just posted, for example. I can't do that anymore because if I do it, there's the chance that I will get $8,000 fine if I do that. So I can no longer legally do that, but there are also other platforms that people are using now, and the people that agree with the decision of this justice, they defend that these other platforms, they work according to the Brazilian law. So those, they should be able to work.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched BJP's membership drive today. Prime Minister spoke to the BJP workers and said, "We are just not a poll machine. We nurture the dreams of Indians as well."
मेरे सामने 18-25 साल का उम्र का नौजवान वो मेरे 2047 के सपने का सबसे बड़ी शक्ति का स्रोत है। 2047 में मेरा देश विकसित भारत बनेगा। हम सिर्फ चुनावी मशीन नहीं है, हम वो खाद पानी है जो देशवासियों को सपनों को हम सींचा करते हैं।
Meanwhile, at the ongoing RSS convention in Palakkad, Kerala, the RSS has battled for women's safety and has said that there should be no compromise when it comes to women's safety. The issue was extensively discussed at the three-day RSS Samanvay Baitak held in Kerala. The discussion was particularly in context of the recent rape and murder case involving a young female doctor in Bengal.
Almost all organizations, they agitated, they participated in the movement for women's safety. They discussed the reasoning, why such incidents are increasing, why such incidents are happening. And of course, they discussed about the role of the government machinery, and our laws, our penal actions, procedures that were also discussed. And they find that there is a need for revisiting all this so that we can have a proper procedure, fast-track procedures, and we can deliver a justice to the victim.
News coming in of a fighter plane crash in Rajasthan's Barmer. Indian Air Force MiG-29 fighter plane has in fact crashed in Rajasthan. A pilot is believed to be saved and has in fact been evacuated from the spot. Now the plane crashed due to some technical issues is what the information is. That's all in this edition. News and update continue here on NDTV. Thank you so much for being with us.